Welcome to Chapter 8 from the Bhagavad Gita, Aksara Brahma Yoga, or the Imperishable Brahman. This chapter delves into the concept of Brahman, the ultimate reality and the path to immortality. In this chapter, Lord Krishna explains the nature of Brahman, the eternal soul, and the path to liberation. He describes how one can attain immortality by focusing on the supreme, undying reality at the time of death. Verse 815. Smaran mam aiti nan astyartham yah mam eva smaran mrityu kale tyajati deham sah smrati paramam purusham. Translation: and whoever, at the end of his life, quits his body, remembering me alone at once, attains my nature. There is no doubt of this. Verse 8.6. Yan yanvapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tan tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Verse 8.7. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmar yudhyacha mayarpit manobuddhir mame vaishyasya sanshaya. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time continue your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without a doubt. Verse 8.8. Abhyasa yoga yuktin chetasa nanyagamina paramam purusham divyam yati parthanu chintayan. He who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undiverted from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Verse 8.9. Kavin Puran Manushasitar Manoraniyan Samanusmaredya Sarvasya Dhataram Chintyarup Maditya Varnam Tamasah Parastat. Translation: one should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental, beyond this material nature. Verse 8.10. Prayanakale mansachalin bhaktya yukto yog balen chev pruvor madhye pranamaveshya samyak sattan parang purushmupeti divyam. Translation: one who, at the time of death, fixes his life air between the eyebrows and, by the strength of yoga, with an undeviating mind, engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Verse 8.20. Parastasmattu bhavonyo vyakto vyaktat sanatana yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Translation: yet there is another unmanifest nature, which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. Verse 8.21. Avyaktokshar ityuktastamahu paramam gatim yam prapya na nivartante taddam paramam mam. That which the Vedantists describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns. That is my supreme abode. Verse 8.22. Purusha saparah parth bhaktya labhyastvananyaya. Yasyantahasthani bhutani yen sarvamidam tatam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all-pervading, and everything is situated within him. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Chapter 8, Aksara Brahma Yoga. May these teachings inspire you to connect with the eternal and imperishable Brahman. Stay tuned for upcoming chapters.